construction spending in the US impact fleets? What regulatory and safety updates are coming that work truck fleets need to be aware of? Who filed for bankruptcy? Where is generative AI being used in fleet management? Just how much did the Ford F-150 Lightning price drop? And what events do you need to get on your calendar? Get ready as I cover all of that and way more in the 90-second episode of the Top Truck News Recap from Truck Chat. I'm Lauren Fletcher, Executive Editor of Fleet, Trucking, and Transportation at Bobit. Let's check out the top work truck and van fleet news highlights as of July 31st, 2023. But before I continue, don't forget, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. Starting things out with some industry trends. In early July, the Commerce Department announced that construction spending in the U.S. rose by 0.9% in May, surpassing economists' expectations of a 0.6% increase. According to data from Reuters, this increase was driven primarily by a severe shortage of houses for sale, which boosted spending on single-family home building. Investment in residential construction bounced back by 2.2% in May after a drop of 0.9% the previous month. Spending on private construction projects increased by 1.1%, with a 1.7% acceleration in spending on single-family housing projects. Despite the Federal Reserve's monetary policy tightening cycle since the 1980s affecting the housing market, the demand for single-family homes is driving construction, with housing starts soaring in May. This is great news not only for construction fleets, but for the work truck industry as a whole. The relationship between construction spending and the fleet industry is interconnected, but also influenced by various factors such as economic conditions, government policies, and market dynamics. Changes in construction spending levels can have ripple effects on the commercial and service fleet industry, shaping vehicle demand, customization trends, maintenance needs, and fuel consumption patterns. In safety news, back in May, the U.S. Department of Transportation's National Highway Traffic Safety Administration announced a notice of proposed rulemaking requiring advanced emergency braking systems on passenger cars and light trucks. And in June, another rule was proposed for AEB systems on heavy trucks as well. The proposed rules are expected to reduce crashes associated with pedestrians dramatically and rear-end crashes. And this will affect the work truck industry. Under the law, new commercial trucks over 10,000 pounds must have automatic emergency braking and stability control systems. The proposed rule will apply to newly manufactured vehicles. It will not require existing ones to be updated. The process will apply in a two-tiered phase. Vehicles with a gross vehicle weighting over 26,000 pounds would have to be manufactured with AEB beginning the 1st of September, 3 years after the final rule is published. Vehicles not subject to ESC rules, 10,001 to 26,000 pounds, would have an additional year. And new green laws are expected to impact the medium-duty truck market as well. Near-term forecasts from S&P Global Mobility suggest that the post-pandemic market corrections will flatten demand and growth for Class 5 through 8 commercial vehicles in North America. However, introducing new regulations in 2027 will drive accelerated growth through electrification. Despite initial concerns, the U.S. economy avoided a significant recession in 2023 due to resilient customer and consumer spending on durable goods and nominal goods. The recovery of services, travel, and restaurants has also boosted freight and truck activity. However, supply chain issues stemming from the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic continue to constrain progress. As we approach the fourth quarter, a slowdown is anticipated, likely to persist into 2024, resulting in a period of soft growth for the industry. Check out the links below to dig deeper into this data and what it means for the work truck fleet industry. And in bigger news for the emerging electric vehicle industry, Lordstown Motors has filed for bankruptcy protection and is now up for sale. The company's financial troubles stem from a disagreement with Taiwanese company Foxconn over a promised investment. Lordstown accuses Foxconn of fraudulent behavior and failing to fulfill its commitment to invest up to $170 million in the electric vehicle manufacturer. Foxconn had previously invested about $52.7 million in Lordstown and currently holds an 8.4% stake in the company. Lordstown's bankruptcy filing aims to find a buyer, but no initial offer has been secured yet. The company's CEO believes that the endurance business could appeal to another automaker seeking a quick entry into the EV market, especially as the Biden administration pushes for a transition from gasoline-powered vehicles. In tech news, Geotab has announced a beta project introducing generative AI models into its platform, adding to the connected transportation industry. With the beta launch of Project G, Geotab customers can access on-demand insights on vehicle performance, efficiency, and sustainability, setting a new standard in connected transportation. By harnessing the power of natural language models, Project G reduces time to insight for customers and transforms the process of analyzing fleet data into a simple and intuitive experience. Customers now have an analytics digital assistant to pose questions through a chat interface linked to Geotab Data Connector to receive immediate data-driven insights. From vehicle performance and idling times to fuel economy comparisons, vehicle usage, cost savings, and beyond, Project G delivers comprehensive, digestible information easily. And moving on to news from the automakers. After several announcements related to increasing the price, Ford is taking advantage of increased plant capacity, continued work on scaling production and cost, and improving battery raw material costs to help lower the MSRP of the Ford F-150 Lightning work truck for all customers. Upgrades at the Rouge Vehicle Electric Center in Michigan, combined with improving battery raw material costs and continued work on scaling production, help make it possible to lower pricing across the F-150 Lightning line. Work truck fleets now have a greater availability of their built-to-order truck as early as October at an MSRP closer to initial Lightning pricing. Price drops range from just over $6,000 on the Platinum Extended Range to just under $10,000 for the Ford Lightning Pro. GMC also announced the extended driving range for the 2024 GMC Hummer EV 3X pickup. A GM estimated 381 miles of range on a full charge on the 3X trim with the available 24-module battery, a 26-mile increase over the 2023 model, or a GM estimated 359 miles of range on a full charge for models equipped with the available Extreme Off-Road package, a 30-mile increase over the previous model year. Production of the 3X pickup and XUV will begin later this year at GM's Factory Zero assembly plant in Detroit and Hamtramck, Michigan, home to GMC's 3 all-electric trucks, the GMC Hummer EV pickup, Hummer EV SUV, and the upcoming Sierra EV. And Mullen just announced PowerUp, its new mobile electric vehicle charging truck that can deliver level 2 and 3 DC fast charging capabilities in scenarios where such power is unavailable. Situations could include roadside assistance and emergency response, where immediate power is required for recharging electric vehicles or emergency power backup. The electric vehicle charging truck is based on a Class 5 truck platform, providing up to 150 kilowatt hours of continuous power generation. The vehicle features 2 level 3 DC fast chargers, one 120 kilowatt or two 60 kilowatt each, and 4 level 2 chargers. It is available for sale now via advanced orders. And I'm sure I'm not the only one wondering where 2023 has run off to as we fully head into the year's second half. If you feel like time is flying by, it's quite possible you haven't finished registering or applying for your end-of-year conferences and events. Work Truck wants to remind you that applications are still open for Work Truck Exchange, but filling up fast. As an active participant at WTX, you'll have the opportunity to connect and collaborate with other action-minded individuals involved in commercial fleets and exchange ideas with fleet managers, maintenance managers, and fleet executives. The entire event is designed so you can exchange information, explore ideas, extend your network, and expand your options. As a result, you'll build unique relationships that will last far beyond WTX, relationships that could change the landscape of your world. Work Truck Exchange takes place September 18th through 20th in Scottsdale, Arizona. And have you heard about DeliveryCon? This innovative new event is all about solving fleet pain points around high mileage, mission critical commercial vehicle use, vehicle procurement, speccing, maintenance, part sourcing, supply chain safety, managing operational costs, and staff retention. It's also big picture. What trends will give your fleet an advantage in the delivery market? DeliveryCon is a trade show, exhibit floor, keynotes, panel seminars, roundtables, shop talks, and plenty of time for networking. This 2023 delivery fleet event will help you discover new efficiencies, tools, and technologies to keep your fleets on the road. Taking place October 16th through 18th in Las Vegas, be sure to register today. I know I'm excited to attend both of these fantastic events, and I look forward to seeing some familiar faces and making new friends too. So thanks today for listening to our episode of Truck Chat. So much goes on in our industry, it's tough to catch it all. So make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. To read it all, head on over to worktruckonline.com, bookmark the page, and sign up for our newsletter. And while you're here, check out the rest of our YouTube channel, subscribe to our podcasts, And don't forget, you can also follow us on your favorite social platform so you never miss an update from your #1 vocational truck resource, Work Truck.